Now we are officially cooking with grease. There's a fish. Oh my God, you guys see that? There he is. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one too. What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the Lojo Fishing fam? Welcome back to another exciting episode. So as you guys know, recently within the last month or so, my channel has been doing a lot of videos on like the cheapest lure at Walmart or the cheapest reel or the cheapest combo or whatever. But a couple weeks ago, I actually did the most expensive, my first most expensive item at Walmart. You guys really enjoyed it and said you kind of wanted to see that again. So we're gonna go in Walmart because that's just my favorite place to go now. I don't know why. We're gonna go in Walmart and we're gonna try to find the most expensive item. I'm not gonna tell you what the item is yet. Let's go ahead and get in here, walk around, and we'll talk about it. Guys, you know, I'm a budget angler like a lot of you guys are, but it's still fun from time to time to kind of see like what the most expensive item is at a particular store and whether or not it's worth the money. That's kind of what we're gonna do today. And there she blows. The old Walmart fishing section, quickly becoming one of my favorite places in the world. So guys, we're gonna be getting, or trying to get, we don't even know what they have, we're gonna be trying to find the most expensive bait casting reel at Walmart and kind of just see like what brands they have, what are the prices, and then we're eventually gonna buy one and put it to the test, see if it's actually worth that kind of money. All right, I'm seeing terminal tackle, there's some combos right there. I don't see any reels. Aha, here we go. Now we can get something done. Oh yeah. So let's start at the top. We got a Granite Outdoors. I've used that before actually for 30. We've got a Shakespeare for 30. An Abu Garcia Black Max. I've heard good things about this for 39. Got an Abu Garcia Silver Max for 49. That's starting to get up in the pricey range. Got a Quantum Pulse for 39. I'm seeing a lot of $30 reels, $40 reels. There's one for 54, I'll lose something, $54. Something right here is for 64, but they're all out of that. So, I don't know guys, what do you think? I mean, the most expensive one that I'm seeing right now that's here is gonna be this Lose, this Mark Rose Speed Spool, something like that. So I do love Lose, but I have never used this reel before, so I don't know. I mean, that's the most expensive reel, so I think we're gonna have to go with that. We're also gonna need some line, and you guys are always asking me what a good line for a beginner is. It's really hard to beat mono for a beginner because it stretches, so it's very easy to maintain and to cast and everything. It doesn't break that easily because it does stretch. I'm gonna go with like some 12-pound mono. I think that will be perfect. We can use topwater lures, we can use Texas rigs, we can really use anything with mono, and I think 12-pound is good. I would normally go heavier, but because it does have that stretch, I think 12-pound will be fine. All right guys, now we are officially cooking with grease. All right guys, so we found what we're looking for. So I'm going to buy this stuff and I'm going to get out to the local fishing spot, do a little bit of testing with it, a little bit of fishing, see if it's worth all this money. All right, Mr. Speed Spool, let's take a quick look at this thing. You got your little brakes over here on the side. Pretty standard bait casting reel. You got your tension knob right here, got your release, got your drag right there. That doesn't click, that kind of bothers me. I like my drag to click, but okay. Tension knob doesn't click either, okay. Looks like it's a 7:1 gear ratio, which is nice and fast. 5 bearing system. Okay, so that's what we're working with. I'm going to put this on my Lose custom speed stick because that's pretty much, you know, what I use most of the time. What I prefer. It's like a 7'2" medium heavy rod, fast action, all that good stuff. There we go. That looks nice on there. I do like the way it looks. You know, I'm not going to put too much emphasis on the looks, but I like the silver body with the blue accents. That is a pretty good looking reel. All right, got a nice full spool right there. Now, what kind of lure are we going to start with first? Maybe like a Texas rig swim bait or something like that. I haven't used one of those in a while. And last time I did, I caught some good fish. All right, so let's get our reel all adjusted. We got to get our tension just right to where the lure falls slowly. There we go. We'll go ahead and turn our brakes on about halfway just to start, and maybe we can take them off soon. Just gonna roll with a little Texas rigged swim bait right here, a little paddle tail swim bait, 3/8 ounce Wu tungsten weight. I think it's like a Zoom paddle tail, something like that. Set our drag pretty tight. right, first cast. Very nice. Nice little cast, nice and smooth. I can tell I'm gonna be able to loosen my brakes up some. Okay, let's loosen our brakes up a little bit. Very nice. Nice little casting ability on this thing. I'm really impressed so far. God, that lure looks so good in the water. Holy smoke. Wow, that's a nice casting reel right there. Man, that is awesome. That is great, great, great so far. I mean, I don't have to cast this thing with any effort at all, and I'm getting some really good distance on my cast. That's really nice. The retrieve, you can almost hear it. Not quite as smooth as some of the higher end reels, but you kind of expect that. You know, just because this is the most expensive reel in Walmart doesn't mean that it's like a top quality reel, you know. Ooh, I just had a bite, but he didn't get it. Ooh boy, I was ready to swing for the fences on that one. Oh my God, you guys just see that? A bass just went airborne. A good size bass too. What the heck is going on? What the heck? Tell me you guys saw that. I was just about to turn and walk away. What in the world? That's like a 3-pound bass that just went airborne chasing something. Wow. That's all I can say. We need to hook into a big fish so we can see how the drag and everything performs. That'll be the next big step. Let's spend some time casting into the wind. Aha! A little bit of a backlash, not very big, but I had the wind to my back in the beginning. See, now I got the little bit of wind in my face, so that's a real good way to test the reel, is to be able to cast it into the wind. So we're gonna have to put our brakes up a little bit more, and that'll help with this. There we go. A little bit of a brakes adjustment is good to go. There's a fish. God, I made one cast into this little pond over here, right in the middle of it, and there's a fish. Oh yeah, nice little guy. Nice. Real pale, cold fish. I switched to a speed worm, guys. I wasn't getting bit on that swim bait, so I just switched to a little speed worm, a June bug. Nice little fish right there, a little cold fish. Get back in there, guy. Guys, that was crazy. I had my GoPro off, just made a random cast out in the middle of this pond that I never fish, so I didn't think there were bass in there. And he was eating it before it even hit the water. So that's a good sign, I guess. So the reel handled well. I got the drag tightened pretty well down. Now with 12-pound line, you may not want to tighten it all the way down, but I'm using this monofilament, and like I was saying at Walmart, you know, it's got a little stretch to it, so you can get away with having the drag a little bit tighter than you normally would on 12-pound like fluoro or something else. That was crazy. First cast, GoPro off. That's exactly how it happens. I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning, guys, but as I often do when I do these videos, I will be giving away this reel at the end of the video. So if you're still watching at this point, good job for watching this long, but watch a little bit further, get to the end of the video, and I will tell you exactly how to enter the giveaway to win this reel. That's gotta be a fish. Oh my God. Ooh, kalapa. Felt something. I think something bit it and then put it down. Okay, okay. There we go. Holy moly, we casted that one. Even though we got a bird's nest, we got that thing out there. I just tried to cast it too hard. That was 100% on me. When you try to rear back and really make those hard casts, sometimes, man, it's just gonna throw a bird's nest. Even with a more expensive reel. There he is. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one too. Oh yeah. Guys, I just had my GoPro off. That's the craziest fish catch ever. Had my GoPro off. A little bit bigger than the last one. Nice. They're freezing cold too. I have my GoPro off. You may be wondering why my worm doesn't have a tail anymore. Well, that's because while my GoPro was off, right as I was bringing it up to me on the bank, my lure, it got hit by something. I'm thinking this guy. Get on out of her, dude. Nice fish, head and shoulders, thick fish. Whee! But it got hit, and I didn't even have time to set the hook. By the time I got it in, the tail was gone. So just then, as I was turning my GoPro back on, I made a flip. I flipped what was left of my lure, which is just this right here. I literally just like flipped it out just like that. Boop. I bounced it like twice, and boom, he came back to try to finish the job as an ant just chews on my leg. That was so cool right there. That was such a cool fish catch. Because I'm sure he was upset when he just got the tail the first time. He was probably like, dang it. But then I pitched this thing back in there and he was like, oh, there you are, to finish the job. Nice. All right, so the reel, guys, just to give you guys an update, I mean, been doing a lot of just fishing, you know, just kind of feeling around, seeing what's going on. The reel has done very well, very well. I mean, I just did a nice little flip right there, and sometimes with the more inexpensive reels, when you try to flip, you know, you can have some problems, but I just flipped right in there perfectly, no problems. Casting has been excellent. I mean, 100% excellent. Haven't really had any problems at all. Once I got everything dialed in, I have not had one issue with, you know, bird's nest, backlashing, or anything like that. So that's very nice. If you guys remember when I did the cheapest reel in Walmart, it was a company called Granite Outdoors. I did that like a month or two ago. And that reel was like 30 bucks. You know, that was the cheapest bait casting reel in Walmart. Well, this was only 54, and this is so much better than that Granite Outdoors reel. It's not even funny. It casts better, it's smoother, it just feels like a better reel. And you guys who have fished for a little while, you know exactly what I mean when a reel feels good in your hand. One negative thing I'll say, just to be completely fair, is the reel and the reel handles are kind of small for me. Like I like a bigger reel handle. So, you know, but that's just kind of nitpicking at this point. But so all in all, just very, very, very surprised. I think I am going to change lures though. I think these bass are kind of in a chasing mood. Maybe we can find something to suit them a little bit better. Throw around one of my favorite lures of all time, the lipless crankbait. Color, I mean, throw any color you want. This one's like a crawfish color, I guess. Picked that one because it was the first one that I saw. I just have a feeling that these fish are kind of shallow and they're, you know, aggressively feeding. So we'll find out real quick if they are, because this lipless crank should just get destroyed if they are. Plus, I can chuck this thing. I can cast like 50 yards easily without even batting an eye on this reel. Very, very cool. Oh, and I'm snagged already. Man, I am really good at getting snagged. Oh, how? What am I even snagged on? Oh, well, that crankbait might be gone. Oh my God, it came loose. Don't know how. Woo. God, I was stuck on something good. Man, that's some strong 12-pound line. Holy moly. Whoa. A little lazy with that one. Oh, man. Well, casted what I thought was a pretty non-serious bird's nest, but it has caused me to break my line off. Not cool. Now watch me hand line a fish in with a lipless crankbait. Ah! You know, I've been thinking about it. I really hate to give this reel away. I mean, it is just, it's been really nice. You know, I'd love to add it. I'd love to add it to my lose arsenal, but I got plenty of lose stuff. I want to share how good lose is with you guys, but it's just kind of funny that this is the reel we ended up with. You know, I mean, I am partnered with Lose, obviously, but I've never used this reel before, and it was the most expensive one that was there. So, you know, this was just this was very fun. I wish I hadn't just broke off just now. That would have been cool if we hadn't done that. But I mean, this thing has just been great, guys. Casting A, you know, drag A, looks A+. Really good looking reel. I actually did some research while I was not catching fish earlier, and this is a loosed Mark Rose speed spool. And Mark Rose, if you guys don't know, is like, he's a professional bass angler. I don't know if he's still on the circuit today, but that's who he is, and I guess he helped design and therefore put his name on this Lew's reel. But hey, if you're in the market for a affordable reel, I mean, hey, you go no further than Lew's right here. I mean, goodness gracious, this thing, I might go back and pick up like 2 of these for my arsenal, because I mean, 2 of them for $100, holy moly, you're not gonna get a much better deal than that. All right, guys, I'm packing it up. I've already snapped off twice. I've already lost another lure off camera, so I'm pretty much wrapping it up. But the goal of today was to go to Walmart, which we did, find the most expensive bait casting reel, which we did, and put it to the test, see if it's worth the money. And I have to be completely honest with you guys, this thing is worth the money times like 10. I really think I'm gonna go back and buy a couple for myself, but I promise that I'll give this one away to you guys. But just hold on one second, let's just talk about the reel and how it performed, then we'll talk about how to enter the giveaway. Guys, the reel performed exceptionally well. I was really surprised by how well it casted. I said in the beginning that it wasn't as smooth as a lot of higher end reels, and that is true. But as time went on, I mean, the smoothness got a little bit better. You know, it's almost like I had to find the exact dialed in nature of where the reel needed to be. But once I got it dialed in, I mean, I didn't have any problems, you know, with backlashes. I only had a couple backlashes all day. That's casting into the wind and with the wind at your back. Both can be challenging at times. The drag was completely fine. You know, we were using 12-pound mono, which has a little bit of stretch, so I put the drag almost all the way down. And a couple big hook sets, a couple fish, no problems with the drag, no problems with anything like that. So really good. The reel was pretty quiet in its operation, which is, you know, not really a big deal. Most of them are nowadays, but really quiet, really smooth. Like I said, it looks really good, you know. Not really a huge deal of how a reel looks, but let's be honest, it matters, guys. I mean, you want your reel and your rod and your setup and everything to look good, you know, because you spend money on this stuff. You spend your hard-earned money, you want your products to look good, and it looks good. So really pleased with how it looks. The only thing I would change on it personally would be the reel handle. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a little small for me, a little bit of a small reel handle, but not really a big deal. Real fast gear ratio, really liked that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, great reel, guys, great reel. You know, you guys know I love Lew's, but I'd never used this one before, and you know, so I was pleasantly surprised. I would recommend this to anybody who's really on a budget, or a beginner angler, a beginner bait casting angler. You want to learn how to use a bait caster? This one would be great because it was not hard to use at all. So to enter to win this bad boy, you guys will probably know what I'm going to say, but it is going to be a little bit different, okay? All right, so to get yourself 1 entry, this is what you're going to do. You can get yourself 2 entries, but to get 1 entry, you have to be subscribed to my channel. The little red button below the video, click it, make it turn gray, hit the bell notification. That way you officially join the fishing fam of Lojo. Like the video, little thumbs up button right below it. Click that, make sure you like the video. And then comment something. You can comment anything. Comment if you have experience with this reel. Comment, you know, whatever. Comment a good recommendation for another reel that's kind of cheaper, you know, middle of the road, whatever. But that will give you 1 entry. For a bonus entry, okay, go to my Instagram. I'm going to put a link right in the description. Go to my Instagram and go follow my page on Instagram. It's lojo.fishing, same as my YouTube name. And that will give you a bonus entry. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. The winner will be announced in my next upload, which will be in the description. Remember, guys, I'm going to announce the winners in the description if there was a giveaway in the previous video. There's not always going to be a giveaway winner in the description, but I'd always check if I was you guys. I would always check the show more and check the description, see if there's a giveaway winner, see if it's your name. If it is your name, contact me somehow. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. I've got all that stuff, so just contact me somehow, and I'll get the stuff sent right out to you. Remember, we got 4 uploads starting right about now, so guys, let me know how you feel about 4 uploads. I don't even know when to do the 4th upload. I'm thinking like on a Saturday morning or like a Sunday morning or something like that, something on the weekend. But let me know how you guys feel about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, get in that comment section because you guys recommended me doing this, so that's why I did it. I will continue to do videos that you guys recommend to me. Guys, I love you. Thanks for being the best subscribers on YouTube. I'm getting out of here on to the next fishing adventure. Fist bump, I'm out.